Both players are here coming off one loss each. YorkshireSMK lost to the Belgian champion Sophie Jarmou, 3-0, but no shame in that loss because Sophie is a very, very high skilled player. Hahaae, same as well, lost to Lafongo in another match that was very, very interesting, and I'm expecting great things from this match tonight. I can see Yorkshire being probably the more solid of the two, but Hahaae probably will have a higher drive and skill, but it's whether he can keep it on the track and keep it in one piece. So can Hahaae pick the track to veto, please? The system in this tournament is best of 5 cups. In the initial stages, the lower seed gets to veto 1 cup, which means that it cannot be played onto the fourth cup if it goes that far. Then the higher seed picks out the remaining 3, and then they both try to start as close as possible to each other, and then fastest time wins. Looking like we're going to be getting ready to set up our menus. Setting up on Special Cup. Ethan, the bands work exactly from the starting seeding position that you had. So you were the lower ranked player in the seeding, so you have to pick a track to veto. See, the thing is, it's more than likely that in a lot of matches all 4 cups will be played. Because even though we've had a few 3-0s in the first round, that's just because of the way the seeding has gone and the stronger players have came through. But we're going to have a lot more very, very, very strong matches coming soon. I mean, even this Friday is going to be, you could really call it a fantastic Friday, where we have 3 matches on. At 5 o'clock Eastern time, there will be, just double check, it will be Bat Mallard versus Danger Mall. Then 2 hours later, there will be myself versus Bowser Kart. And then following that will be KVD versus Haddock. So there'll be 3 enjoyable matches to join us for on Friday, and they'll be slightly later than what they've normally been. So hopefully we can get a good crowd of people sitting in, having an evening and watching some great Mario Kart action. Hey, we need you to beat our track, please. Okay, so Hahaae has vetoed Special Cup, and now I'm going to ask Chris to select a cup. Okay, so Chris has chosen Start. So if the players can set up the menus and we can get ready to get the first cup going. Best of luck to players. Star Cup is actually one of the more trickier cups of the game, both Star and Special. I've been known, as a lot of other players have, to unfortunately rank out on one of the cups, and if you rank out, you have to repeat the entire track again, and it's a loss of near enough between 2 and 2.5 minutes. The rank out nanner, as Dan H would call it. Okay, so Hahaae is ready. Yorkshire is ready. Now, even though you see the countdown in chat, by the time the two players should already now have started. Their split should be started. Oh. Hahaae is having issues with a split. That's grand. Chris has caught the abort in time. As has been said many times, Super Mario Kart players and technology doesn't work quite well. I'm just going to type in again and we'll try and go again. Okay. Hey, ready? Ready? Now, hopefully that'll get both of them off and started for Star Cup. Should be about 20 seconds from now. And we'll see splits going. We shouldn't be too worried about the demo because they're keeping the first part of it active. Now we will see initially a slight difference between the two players. Actually, they're fairly... It's only about a second in between them. Hahaae did not set up his menu though. So we lost time going from down from the Mushroom Cup down to the Star Cup. It's only about half a second, but it still could all make the difference. Chris with slightly rocky start. Little CPU confrontation. There's about 2 seconds disadvantage for Chris at the moment. He was about 24 seconds going over the line. After lap 2, Hahaae was 22. Chris with the mushroom. I don't think he knows the skip over the water, the Jesus mushroom over the water here, so... Michael Phelps for Hahaae there. He's over the line in 56, 57 for Chris. Very, very close start. Very close start. Hopefully we get to see lots more of this now all the way through the match. We could be in for a very, very close match here. Now, Choco Island 2. Absolutely perfectly drivable on 150cc if you're an alien. Very, very handy feather for both, but both getting a feather there. Chris decides to use his feather straight away. Hahaae must not have known the shortcut. That's a big chunk of time he's just thrown away there. Chris with the shroom, which he uses. Nice. Just keeps going like this for Chris. He's going to take a very, very sizable lead going forward. Vanilla Lake, Hahaae unfortunately has a bit more trouble there again. So all Chris has to do now is just drive this last little bit clean, and he's coming across the line for a 101.55. Very, very, very useful. Hahaae with a 113. Ooh. Now there's still plenty of time that this could, and plenty of tracks that this could all turn back around. Yeah, the timers are being done by the countdown, so when you have one player that's in the UK and one player that's in the USA, they're both going to see at slightly different times. BC3 is definitely the great equalizer here. Another feather for Chris. But Chris has the CPUs right in his tail. As does Hahaae. Hahaae with some fairly decent snow slides. Oh, I just say that and straight off into the wall. Oh no! This couldn't be a rank out, could it? No, he still has another lap. But another big chunk of time lost here. And Yoshi's coming around again. This is a rank out. Oh no. That is an absolute disaster. But it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Chris could rank out here in BC3. Because you might notice that Chris is playing on the NTSC J version, which is the Japanese version. And the CPU characters here will stay a lot closer to any mistakes that you make. And as you see just there, they're evil. Here and Cuba Beach 2 in Special Cup, they're both... Oh. So Chris just needs to stay clean and finish this. Because a rank out here would hurt a lot more than a rank out in Vanilla Lake 1. Hahaae with into another spin. I didn't see what caused him to spin there, but he was definitely spinning at a rapid pace. Comes back and forth into third and gets his third. As we're noticing here now, Chris is only one tiny mistake away from one labid round. Keep it clean. Only the twamps now realistically to get through. And he's through. $140, he'll take that in a heartbeat. So for any of our viewers there who are new or relatively new to Mario Kart, if you want to ask any questions, ask them in chat and I'll try to get around as many as possible. Now Chris onto Mario Circuit 4, which should be a nice and clean end to his cup. It's the best of 5 cups. So after this now, the losing player in this cup will select another cup, and so on and so forth. Hey Karel, how are you? Some unfortunate trouble there again for Hahaae, but he's got enough of a lead over the CPU card just not have to worry too much, and I say that and he gets swamped. This commentator course is a very real thing for Super Mario Kart. Yeah, Ethan ranked out on Vanilla Lake 1. So Chris coming across in about 8:38 there. Nice and solid as expected, as I said before. I always reckon that Chris will be the more solid player. Not the fastest player, but a solid player. So first point of the match is for Yorkshire SMK. He tapped the Bowser drinking champagne. Yes, that was a Japanese exclusive. It was taken out pre-US release. It was changed from just shaking the bottle. And for Peach, I think it was a beanstalk grown out of the bottle instead of the being drank. And Ethan finishes his race there. Zarkov, I'm actually trying to do the star at the moment. So now the procedure now is Ethan to pick another cup, which can't be special. Hello and welcome to viewers of the SpeedGaming Dutch channel and the viewers of SpeedGaming. Two nice big raids there. Welcome. Hope you stay and enjoy the show, which is our 150cc Super Mario Kart Championship. Current score at the moment is 1-0 to Yorkshire SMK. We're just waiting for the second cup now to be picked, which will either be mushroom or flower. Special is disallowed only for the first 3 cups. Okay, so now we're going on to Mushroom Cup. If both players... Chris is ready. Anthony, they'll start as near the same time now. Okay, both players are ready. And there's the countdown done. So now in about 30 seconds, we should be seeing what should be a very, very exciting Mushroom Cup. This is a very, very great equalizer. So I'd make this a 50-50 of who wins this. Yeah, Yorkshire had already finished his cup in about 8.5 minutes. And Hahaae was just finishing off his couple of minutes later. So yeah, Yorkshire's practicing. Hahaae is about 3 seconds behind and then has just done a failed MBT boost. on the first corner, which is going to cost him quite a fair bit of time. Chris now coming around nice and solid. Hits a 53. 54 for Hahaae. His split is slightly ahead. Now, I think finally now we have I figured out how to do the scoring of this. So very nice, solid 109 there, 1010 for Ethan. So this is definitely a very, very close first two tracks in this cup. So yeah, this is the style of Ethan that I said earlier. He will go for things. And it's a style which is very, very enjoyable to watch, but it can have some very, very bad consequences. Down to 0 coins and a double hit by CPU for spin outs. As we see here, Chris, nice and solid. More. Oh, how did he not get mushroom there? There's a targeted mushroom call. Of course, it was going to be Toad. So now he didn't even get a chance to get to the other mini shroom, which would have brought him back big. But a lot of times, you're better off if it's early in the shrink just to get squished. And one more lap, 58 for Chris there. And 117. Oh. So now it should be, unless Ethan gets a feather here, or possibly even two, it's going to be without a Chris mistake, which I consider to be quite unlikely. I think a comeback is extremely difficult. So we're talking about maybe 20 seconds in the difference. So although a small crash there from Chris, which cost him about maybe a second to a second and a half. Nothing that would too panic, but he did miss the zippers. It's another half a second gone. Chris just concentrating now on keeping it clean and getting to the finish line. Which he does. 125. Oh, twomp block there for Ethan. We'll across the line at 126, so still 20 odd seconds in it. Miss Zoom and a friendly push from Luigi. The exact time now with a difference. Yeah, it's exactly 20 seconds. Luigi is only friendly when he hasn't activated a star. So it's not looking like we're going to see any long boosting from Chris. He's just keeping it nice and smooth. Hahaae runs into another spot of bother there. So final lap for Chris to take a 2-0 lead going into Star Cup. Toad with another attempted mushroom snipe there. There we go, 114. Hits an 805. Very, very, very solid. So second round, second cup goes to Chris. And it looked like about an 830 for Hahaae there. So now our next cup is going to be Flower. Very, very, very entertaining cup. Okay, can both players get their menus ready for Flower Cup? Okay, both players ready. And now the 30 seconds. Should be any time now. We're getting ready to go. I think judging by the way the first two cups went, this could be spelling trouble for Hahaae. There's lots of areas on this cup that you can run into a lot of trouble. I completely disagree with Dan in chat there. I quite enjoy Flare Cup. Once not playing Star or Special where I rank out left, right and centre, I don't mind. Mushroom Cup, best cup. Should be allowed just to play it all the time. Best of 5 Mushroom Cup for the next tournament. Slight Koopa hit there by Chris. Better for Ethan, but I'm not sure whether he knows a shortcut. See, both of these players would come more from a time trial background. Now, Chris would have more GP. He does know it. Is he going to set up? Is he going to hit it? He gets it. He gets it. Nice feather. Didn't save a huge amount of time because he didn't boost into it. I was worried watching that feather going down where he was gonna miss the line and then have to do the unfortunate lap 6. Yeah, the heavyweights are predominantly used for the higher speed. They're also very, very handy for bullying other smaller characters out of the way. But we see a difference here. Chris is using Bowser and Ethan is using Donkey Kong. Now, most Grand Prix players will select Bowser because Bowser has a spinning fireball, which is very, very hard to avoid if you're Donkey Kong. We've had a unfortunate incident for Hahaae there. It just seems another one. Oh no. It just seems to be that one bad track that's cost. Now he's down into 5th. This cup he should be okay. Oh, sorry, this track he should be okay. Just a bit worried from on that platform jump. There we go, across the line. 6 seconds gone there, but we've now got 3 more tracks to go. BC2 isn't a gimme. In this game, there's times when aggression will help you, and there's times it'll absolutely kill you stone dead. You just... A lot of times in NTSC, the speed is so high that the only way you're going to know when you're going to crash is after you've crashed. In chat there, they're talking about our World Championships called CDM, which is held every August. First 18 installments were held in France between different locations, and the last 2 have been held in Alphen aan den Rijn in the Netherlands. So we're still waiting to know where the venue will be this year. It'll either be in France or the Netherlands. But coming up next month, we have the American Super Mario Kart Championships, which is being held in Monroe, Louisiana, in a barcade called Hooligans. And unfortunately, I can't join, but I'll definitely look at getting over for the 2021 installment. And I wish every player over there and all the organising staff the very best of luck. There's players that are travelling from all over, from Japan, from all over Europe, all over America, to compete in the American Championships. So Chris again now has a sizable lead to bring forward to Bowser Castle 2. This is only the, even though there's been 20 installments of the World Championships that have been held in Europe, This is only the second American Championships. The inaugural one was held last year, and it was quite successful. It was won by the overall was won by KVD, who isn't used to winning a lot of golds, but he went and done it. More wall trouble there for Ethan. He needs to be careful of the bumpers as well, because on that lane, oh, Toad with an attempt to snipe there, and Ethan, how on earth did that not hit? You can as you see there with the hot lava bats, if you try to jump one but then hit the next one, same again. Target practice. Squish for Chris there. Ethan going and succeeding with the stop feather, which saves him a few seconds. Yep, definitely squishy nanner. Yeah, there'll be 3 streams going for the American Championships this year. You can keep an eye through the links there, especially the FFSMK site. There's lots of also old World Championship videos of all the different modes that we play, because we play all 4 modes over 4 days. Okay, Chris over at 149. Doesn't look like Ethan is going to gain any more time back, but he's safely through. He doesn't lose much time. There's only 400ths of a second in that there. Uh-oh. Right, Hahaae has accidentally stopped his splits, but they were relatively synced at the time. We have 1 split running here at the moment for Chris. There's only a second of a difference in it. It's very unlikely that there'll be a difference. It's not going to contribute much to the result. There's 13 seconds in at the moment. But to make up that amount of time for Ethan there is going to be extremely difficult on this track. Especially when the CPUs are deciding to work together. Bowser and Koopa decided to... Well, King Koopa and Little Koopa decided to... Oh, no. Slid into the mushroom. Oh la la, and a squish. So, there we go. Your winner, YorkshireSMK. Well played, Chris. And approximately a 9:24 there for Hahaae. He was coming more from his Mario Kart Super Circuits. Okay, do we have time to get the players in for a chat, or... I'm gonna see if I can get these, I'm gonna see if I can get the players into chat. Just talking to the production here to see if we can get the players in for a quick chat. Definitely on this here, the experience of Yorkshire with GP and racing very, very consistent to have them out there. And now Ethan is eliminated from the tournament. And Chris goes on now in the elimination bracket to play the loser of, it can be one of three. It'll either be Fire Waster or KVD. Now, just done that there. So hopefully now that will work. I've marked both players as done, so just gonna keep an eye on the lobbies. Right, so Chris, hopefully you've got a link there. And I see him coming in around the lobby here now.
How you doing?
How you doing, Chris? Well done. Very well played. Very solid.
It's just that last couple of tracks on Flower Cut, but it is what it is. I'm happy with that. Just some of the guys know what. There's been a few incidents today, so I'm just pleased.
Yeah, I decided as we're a family-friendly show, I wasn't going to mention it.
Oh, indeed. So, I'm just happy to do a consistent performance and entertain people. I really appreciate Hahaae for being flexible as well, right up to the wire on that one, because otherwise
it was definitely touch and go.
It was, yes. I to Lazarus myself, rise myself up about 8 o'clock.
Question for you there: do you feel any different from in kind of a nerves or apprehension wise from the first match coming into the second match? Now, since this is the second time you've played.
I'll be honest with you. I think because I've been just a bit poorly today, the main feeling isn't nerves or adrenaline. It's just the meds from today, just trying to get hydrated, really. So it feels okay. I think you do get used to it. You get more comfortable. I think one important thing about this is the chat is invaluable to feel how things are going, interact, just to just take it easy, really. So I think people as they progress will get more used to it, and as we do more championships, people who might have had nerves before won't get them as often, and they'll just love it and have fun, really. Yeah,
it's kind of like what way our experience will be at the next World Championships from having had our first one there last year. Going back the second time, we'll.
So as in the first time, absolutely. Traveling to continental Europe to play a championship for 5 days and taking family, it is that big step, and people are doing time trialers in particular for this type of site. It's a very solo playing thing. No one really does big streams as they know historically, so everyone has to conquer some demons, I think, to have the guts to set foot in the championships. But those who do, as they know, they don't go when they come back. They don't come back for the game. They come back for the other people they've met. And
it was fabulous. It was fabulous there last year. I mean, it'd be the same as I was saying during the match about the American championships. The same kind of, even though it's over in America, the same kind of community spirit is there from the players in the cartel and people traveling over, which is one thing that this game is 30 years old.
Absolutely, yeah, but it's still got that bit of magic in it in that respect. I mean, I'd love it to see that we get an extra participant in that championships from someone who's inspired from the course of this stream in the championships. Let's hope someone does it. We've already had a fantastic commentator coming in Harry Axe, with the players coming as well, people registering to Sammy's site as well. It's great. It shows that people's passion for this game is there, and the key thing for it is always just been awareness that the competition exists between players, the passion exists. Everyone remembers the childhood memories of the game. They just need to realise that for some people, they stayed as kids, I suppose, playing the game.
Yeah, because as I played it initially, as so many players did right back in release, but then I went back off for a while.
Yeah.
I never realised this community existed, and it was just pure randomness that I got a message, and now over the last year and a half, I've been part of an amazing community with brilliant people.
Yes, absolutely. I
think we have Ethan there getting ready to join us there.
Good days.
So hopefully you can get in. We can have a quick chat because we still got a couple more minutes of our slot. How are you feeling now going forward to your next match? Probably either KVD, Haddock, or Fire Waster.
If I could get half as good as a set of action as the Fire Waster versus Dan match, I think we're in for a lot of good fun. I idolise Fire Waster and his passions. I wish him all the best against the mighty Karel van Dijvenbodem, but we'll just have to see. And if whoever I play, I'll enjoy myself and have a lot of fun.
Exactly, because a lot of us are on our last hope, as so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's the start. It's getting towards the end of the beginning, but ultimately, it's still there's a lot more to go with these different tournaments that we're going to have on.
Exactly.
To play,
Ethan, can you hear me there? I see you're in the chat group there, but your mic is muted.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, Ethan. Yeah, your volume's a wee bit louder.
Oh, is it loud? Hold on. Let me see if I can change that real quick.
I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I think it could just be me. But anyway, go ahead there. Good game, Ethan.
Yeah, it was really fun. Kind of choked away another Lake one. That was kind of funny.
Early rank out there, unfortunately.
Yeah, VL1 for me is one of those that I'll either do really good or like really bad on it. So that didn't really surprise me at all.
I think in some ways, if you're coming as pure TT mastery, you've got this laser eye for the contours of the track. But because GP is so much about bob and weave, you just need to get that bob and weave habits in there. Like, I know if I'm coming straight from TT on this course, it would, on any of this at all, it's totally different. And it'll take me a few weeks to get back into TT, I think. So, no, fair play to you for just doing some absolutely crazy time trial records for yourself and for several weeks in a row, actually. I'm looking forward to see what you do next.
Thank you. It was really fun playing it. You played excellently.
Oh, no, cheers. As I say, there's a chat group at the moment where we're talking about ceilings and floors. You've got a phenomenally high ceiling, I think, in ability. I think what I've been told for GP is just to train the floor, which is that bob and weave, that moving around the track rather than looking at the edges. And I'm sure you got it in you if you wanted to do it. Otherwise, just keep enjoying smashing up time trial.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it whenever the opportunity comes up. But for the most part, my main interest, of course, is time trials because that's just what I love.
Yeah, cool.
It is a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
How have you found Super Mario Kart from coming from the Mario Kart Super Circuit background?
How so? Like, how do I find it difficulty-wise?
Do you find do you find it an easier game or harder in ways as a comparison?
Really, a little bit of both. Super Circuit has a lot more of these really tight technical stuff. The characters are bigger on the map, so you have to corner. But Super Mario Kart is strictly about driving. You can't really carry yourself a good mushroom or like a good strat or lucked out doing this. It's driving, and I do like that.
And you're heading down to the American Championships now next month?
Oh yes, I look forward to it.
Yeah, you're going to play all 4 modes?
I'll play them, yeah. Probably won't do too good, but I will play them.
Now we wish you the very, very, you and all your players there, the very, very best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Enjoy it. It'll be fantastic.
So
I'm
guys,
sure I
is
will.
there anything else you'd like to say? Because we're hitting close now to the end of our time slot. So I'll leave it to
If anyone
yourselves
knows
to talk us out.
Sure. Absolute pleasure playing. If anyone does know the timings for the next streams, give them a plug now, because we do need to keep people to come back watching, knowing that it's an active tournament with some good action. So if anyone knows it, please say now.
Oh yes. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you for SpeedGaming for hosting this. It's a wonderful opportunity to play and for people to see the game. Chris, you're a wonderful competitor. Love playing against you.
Pleasure, hi. You absolute pleasure
Commentators
playing
did
you
a
as well.
great job.
Excellent, guys. Thank you very much. Well played to both of you. So that is us now done for tonight. And everybody, don't forget to join us on Friday. We have 3 very, very exciting matches. And we have more matches on the weekend again. As Chris has said, you will see it on the schedule page. So to everybody, have a good day, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you're in. And goodbye.
Cheers. Adios.
Cheers. Thanks again.